The editors have a lot of blackmail on me if I ever go rogue. Greetings gamers, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe, and oh boy, it's a new year. But you get the same meme, because like, why would anyone want to give this up? If you're new here or haven't yet, smash like and subscribe to join the clan and ring the notification bell to level up. The new year has started, and that means that we get to look forward to all the games that are going to be released this year. But what are some of the most hyped spooky games of 2020? That's what we are exploring with today's list of the top 10 most anticipated scary games of 2020. Roll the intro. At 10, Chernobylite. The game is currently in early access, but technically it hasn't been fully released yet, so I'll count it for number 10. Chernobylite is a science fiction survival horror experience, mixing freedom of exploration with challenging combat. Try to survive and reveal the twisted secrets of Chernobyl in this 3D scanned recreation of the real exclusion zone, meaning they took a scan of Chernobyl and converted that scan into the landscape in which you are playing. So you'll be experiencing real Chernobyl landscape and buildings while being terrified by monsters that aren't really there, hopefully. But you get the point. The game is currently $36 for Steam, and like I said, is in early access, so if you're looking forward to its full release, then get it and then have some time playing it before it gets released. Like, do it. And at 9, Saturnalia. Saturnalia is a survival horror game where you play as a cast of characters exploring an isolated village of ancient ritual. Your goal is to unmask the evil or join the ritual. The art style is like you're within the pages of a storybook. The sketched characters come to life, like Bendy and the Ink Machine, but rougher and grittier. The animations may not be smooth, but they're not supposed to be, and I think that's a part of what makes this game so interesting. The game is from the creators of Photonica, Mirror Moon EP, and Wheels of Aurelia, so you know it's gonna be good. The art style is very reminiscent of Borderlands and reminds me a lot of those games, with their cell shading and use of cross-hatching for shading as well. So be sure to catch this game coming again sometime this year, but no specific date. And at 8, Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is a parkour action open world zombie horror survival game. That's a lot of genres. The last human settlement exists within an unforgiving and infected world. Exceptional agility and combat skills make you a powerful ally and a valuable commodity. With your abilities, you have the power to change the world in ways you see fit. This game is intended to have a dynamic world that changes according to your choices. If you choose to provide everyone free water, you'll see the benefits and consequences of such, and the same if you choose to have guarded water that only provide to certain people. Different choices will cause different game stories, and no two players will experience the same thing. I am definitely playing this when it comes out, even if the virus did tear us all apart. Some quite literally. And at 7, Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest is a sequel to The Forest, where according to IGN you return to the island from the original game, but there is little known about this game. But let me get my theory gears going so we can discuss what may come out of this game. Let me know your theories and thoughts in the comment section below. I think we're playing as Timmy, the son from the original game, the one you need to find and save depending on what ending. We know the character we play as has the tattoo Fight Demons on his wrist, and at the end of The Forest we see Timmy literally fighting off the demons of his resurrection. Plus he had been researching the island and even found a second island similar to it which he called Site 2. I also believe that Site 2 is where this game will take place, rather than the original island, because the monsters we see in this game are very different from the cannibals and the armsies and the cowmen that we know from the original Forest. But I mean, it has been quite a few years, so who knows. And at 6, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal takes all the gross creatures from hell and somehow makes you feel sorry for them. I guess because they're in hell. The scary aspect of this game is closer to the gross side of horror, where the monsters are so grotesque and horrific that you're terrified. The game is going to have destructible demons, adding more gore and grit to an already horrifying world. The fear elementals are some of the most terrifying things I've seen in a video game to date, and this Slayer is supposed to be bigger and badder than the last games, but I still don't feel safe around these things. I can't wait to play it. Just take one look at the world and you're in, and you'll see what I mean. Giant flesh towers and buildings destroyed beyond repair. You'll be terrified too of your eternal doom. I'm sorry, that was bad. And at 5, Unholy. Unholy is a survival horror game that seems to be focusing on avoiding the monsters rather than fighting them like our last game. Become Sadia, a mother in search of her child who has been abducted. Travel through the morbid streets of the last city on a dying planet. Challenge a representative regime under which your whole damn life will be determined. Save your child and escape, if possible. We are unsure when this game will be releasing, since at the time of recording this game only has the release date on Steam as 2020 instead of an actual date. However, when it does come out, I'm sure it will be good. The trailer shows some like what looks like a bone tentacle as the thing that took your baby, so maybe a bone Cthulhu, or maybe someone was controlling it and are controlling the monsters and they took your baby. Sorry, I have to guess because I'm a theory guy. And at 4, Carrion. You're a
monster.
You may think I'm quoting the gingerbread man there, but no, I am in fact referring to Carrion, where you play as the monster. They call it a reverse horror experience, and I saw the word horror, so it counts. You assume the role of an amorphous creature of unknown origins, to stalk and consume those that imprison you. With no release date other than 2020, we have no clue when this game may be released. Maybe around like anti-Halloween? So Valentine's Day? Or is it Christmas? No matter what, this 2D 16-bit side-scrolling reverse horror game will have you screaming along with the tortured souls of the people you are crushing to death with your many eyes and long blood tentacles. I don't know how else to describe this thing. It's a mass of muscle without flesh, and it leaves blood behind as it walks. Or rolls. Like a really messed up SCP. Imagine this thing loose in the SCP-3008 game. Oh my lord, I would play it so much more. Just a massive wall of flesh coming at you. Oh wait, no, that's Terraria. And at 3, Rainbow Six Quarantine. The Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak event was the spark that ignited the passion within the fans and developers to make this game happen. Quarantine is a tactical 3-person co-op FPS with the goal of extracting an individual from a containment procedure gone awry. Or at least that looks like the story. The Rainbow operators will face off against a totally new breed of mutated alien parasite, infecting human hosts and their surroundings. This new enemy is more lethal and challenging than ever before. Do you think you can handle the funk? Or do you need Roxy to whip up a pot of anti-funk? You may think this game will be easy, but no, it won't be. Especially since you'll only have 2 other operatives with you. You'll end up being up Alien Bile Creek without a paddle. I'll try this game if my PC can ever actually run Rainbow Six. Honestly though, even Siege ended up breaking my computer and I had to send it in for repairs, and I haven't been able to play it. I spent so much money. And at 2, The Last of Us Part 2. The long-awaited sequel to The Last of Us game from 2013, set 5 years after the events of the first game, the player controls a 19-year-old Ellie, who comes into conflict with a mysterious cult in the post-apocalyptic United States. The game is supposedly set to release on May 29th, 2020. I say supposedly because I got this off Wikipedia, and sometimes game developers just say a day to get the public off their backs. This could be moved to sooner in the year or later, depending on what they want. But the most likely scenario is that it gets moved back. This game will also be released in 4 editions: Standard, Special, Collector's, and Ellie Edition. The different editions come with various collector's items and unlock special abilities in the game as well as a bonus for pre-ordering the game. I played some of the first game but got stuck on a level with my girlfriend and we weren't able to get past, so we kinda just stopped. Have you played The Last of Us and what do you think about it? Let me know below. Do it. Talk to me. Finally, and at number 1, Blair Witch. Blair Witch was a movie that was a hit due to its brilliant marketing scheme which made the person who came up with it a lot of money. It tricked moviegoers into thinking that they were going to watch a real tragic event unfold on the silver screen. This is kinda screwed up. You'd be watching actual people die, but you wanted to see it anyway? But at least the atmosphere was chilling. The Blair Witch game was being developed by the Blooper team, the studio responsible for Layers of Fear. This game is a first-person psychological horror, where you step into the shoes of Ellis, a former police officer investigating the disappearance of a boy in the Black Hills Forest with some help from your dog Bullet. This game looks scary and based on the trailer it can really mess with your head. While originally being released last year, the game is set for another release on major consoles that are set to release this year as well, and it will supposedly have new features and improved mechanics. This may all be total bull since I only saw it like twice, but the thrill of the chase, right? There we have it friends, the top 10 most anticipated games of 2020. I tried to stay away from re-releases because I feel like that's cheating, except for number 1. We don't talk about that. If you enjoyed, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring the bell for some sick loot. The bell is always like a question mark block. It always has something new and cool inside. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.